Hey friends, I've been getting quite a lot of questions about where I get a lot of my custom content. So today I thought I would share with you precisely where I get most of my build and buy mode CC. We're gonna do a whole other episode for CAS items, just because this would get a little bit wild. As you know, I have a lot of stuff. I have about 15 gigabytes of custom content in my game. So first of all, this might be new to some of you, maybe not. This is the Cat VIP or Cat VIP? Cat VIP? I don't know. This is the Cradle of Darkness website, and it's probably one of my favorite websites that's kind of the most underrated. So as you can see, you can scroll down and get a ton of stuff. This is where I get a lot of my pathway terrain paints, so I definitely recommend that. Here's some beautiful wallpapers. So you can spend hours or days on this website. There's, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. But I want to direct you to the downloads section. So you just click here and we're already on downloads, so we're not going to go anywhere else. And then you can go down to this little section right here. This is incredible. So you can go to the Cat VIP section and find a bunch of really cool stuff. Oh, I love that vanity. And so you can just scroll down. There's a ton of stuff, and there are a bunch of other places to go to. So Marley is a great place, and what I generally download from this website are completed lots, and so I get a lot of my custom content and especially my clutter that way. Yoler Tut, I get a lot of great stuff from here as well. And then there's one place that is my favorite, and the Decor and Design Studios also, oh, this stuff is incredible. You can also find this on the Cativip website, but I just like to go to their main site. So what I download from here are also completely built homes. So I have Village Happiness, Victoriana Mansion, Mansion in the Heart of France. You can, oh gosh, you do have to be a little careful on this site about pop-ups. So just be mindful and be aware that there's, always a risk with a lot of these sites, but I think the risk is worth it. I haven't been burned yet, fingers crossed. And there is so much incredible clutter and attention to detail in these homes. I mean, you gotta try it out, and you can actually go through these labels and figure out exactly what you want here. They have an entire section for French, and if you know me, you understand how that speaks to my soul. So this is, oh my god, this is just incredible. I can never get over how beautiful these builds are and how much custom content they come with. So definitely give these a check. I get a lot of my clutter from here. And then of course, the incredible myth and legend that is Adele. Oh my goodness. A lot of you are probably familiar with Adele at this point if you've been playing for a while. Her stuff is really old, but it lives up. Oh my goodness. So we're gonna go check out the Victorian parlor here. She's got this nice little bar here, and I have all of this. This was some of the first custom content I remember downloading for the Victorian Sims, way back when I was in middle school, and it aged so well. These curtains are some of my favorite, so if you haven't already, you have got to check out every single thing that Adele has. I'm really not exaggerating. It is all incredible. I mean, oh, I don't have that. Downloading. And then of course the Sims resource. I know a lot of people have kind of hot and cold relationships with the Sims resource, especially how you have to pay for some stuff now. But if you're going to go to the Sims resource, the one thing that you need to check out is Cashcraft. Cashcraft is an absolute legend. I'm also not exaggerating. And so go to all of their Sims 2 custom content and download To Your Heart's Desire. I think that I've downloaded just about everything from Cashcraft on this website. There might be some other sites with more Cashcraft stuff too, but this is where I get most of it. The Victorian typewriter is really crucial, so I do let my Sims have a computer, or in my case a typewriter, so that they can do things like type novels. I don't let them use the typewriter for anything else at all. But yeah, as you can see, this stuff is just so incredible. She's got such a high attention to detail, and also creates, I think, Sims 3 stuff as well. So here's another site. This one's a little bit challenging to navigate, but this is Garden of Shadows. They've got both some cast items and some build and buy custom content. I am gonna go ahead and link the paper house section for you under antiques and oddities, and here I've gotten quite a lot of like wooden panes and like spiral stairs and a bunch of stuff like that. It's I do encourage you to also check out like some of the other things. So there's the forum, which you can give a go. I'm also going to go ahead and link for you the monthly themes. So you can kind of go through and see if anything tickles your fancy. I'm going to show you what they kind of look like. And here's one that I was really excited about. So this one's called Homecrafter and Tea with the Queen. We've got some really beautiful items here. And in particular, Cupcakey has some really lovely stuff. Like, oh, look at that, that's just incredible. So yeah, I recommend giving Garden of Shadows a chance. It's really hard to navigate, but just understand that going into it. And moving on, we have Feenwald stuff. Oh my goodness, guys, like look at this cathedral. I recently downloaded this cathedral set and I am so happy with it. So we recently built our first cathedral, our first Catholic cathedral in New Whitby. You'll see that in my next episode of my Victorian Sims challenge. But oh, here, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you a picture of what I was able to do with this. I mean, this is just beautiful. If you are interested in building cathedrals or churches or greenhouses, you have to have this, I promise. And then there's a bunch of other really cool stuff. There are some couple poses, some paintings, cathedral windows here, and I also recently got these little water lily lamps, because if you know me, you also know that I'm a little bit obsessed with creating beautiful little like places for scenes to happen, like proposals and romantic gestures and all of that ridiculous stuff. And they also have some OMSPs as well. I've never actually used their stuff because I don't do like mass scenes, but like, guys, that's so many humans, so many Sims in one scene. I have a gaming computer and I think my computer would still crash. But I absolutely recommend you look through their stuff. It's they've just got some beautiful stuff. I mean, look at these bakers and oven. They've got oven poses as well. Oh, ooh, I don't have that. I kind of want that. Moving on. So you're probably very aware with this site. This is Mod the Sims. I'm just going to show you a couple things from Mod the Sims that you probably really need. So we've got this lovely little set for dining room and tea. Actually, I don't have that yet. I'm going to have to download that in a minute. This is by Jasana Bug Breeder, and they've got a bunch of other really cool stuff too. So I really recommend checking out their place on Mod the Sims. And here's what I showed you guys in my last episode about decorating. So these are full range shiftable OMSPs, and you can place items on these little shiftable objects and then use the bracket keys to move them up and down, and then you can of course make them invisible. So this is how I get an exponential amount of clutter in my homes, and you really should download them. They of course here you can see how they are shiftable and such. The thing is, this takes a lot of time to do if you really want a lot of clutter. For me, it's worth it, but of course you can have beautiful builds without clutter too. But but if you want clutter, these are an absolute must. And then another Mod the Sim site here is StephSim. You should definitely check out StephSim. So as you can see, there are some like no CC houses. There's some beautiful little chairs and tables. I have this and I love this. So definitely check out StephSim. You will not regret it. Oh gosh, okay. StephSim also has this set called Gorge, and these are some medieval style homes. I have downloaded a bunch of these specifically for the custom content because I really wanted these roof sculptures, and these are just incredible, especially since they're smaller, so you're not going to get like an aggressive amount of custom content. And this is how I get a lot of my lower class clutter. So I download a bunch of these medieval style homes. Yes, I play a Victorian style neighborhood, but I often use older stuff from medieval games for my lower class Sims because I do think that it's actually not exactly historically inaccurate that Sims would use things from previous decades that are a little out of style, a little worn out, you know. So definitely check out the entire gorge section that they have because it's magical. It's also some of the first stuff I ever downloaded in The Sims 2 way back in the day. And then I also get some questions sometimes about my road and grass replacements. So here are the custom content roads that I use. They only default replace the roads in your neighborhood view, so you will have to use move objects on and go ahead and place them on each individual lot. It's a little bit tedious that you have to do that, but for me it's absolutely worth it, so that's kind of up to you to decide what you want to do. And these are made by the fabulous Sunny. If you take anything away from this video, take away the Plum Bob Keep, otherwise known as medievalsims.com. I've talked about this before and I talk about them all the time. They recently are the ones who released the Barnyard Bash mod that I did a review and tutorial for. So they have also just like some regular furniture as well. So if you go to the board index, Merchant's Row, Sundry Goods and Wares, Joiner's Studio, and Furniture, you can find some really beautiful pieces of furniture here. There's this really cool little alchemy set, which I really want to download for my new doctor in town. And look how cool this bench is with these pillows and blankets. Ooh, I don't think I have this, but I need it. This is the issue. I go through to show you guys stuff and then I'm like, I need all of it. I don't. My game is so upset with me, but it's fine. And then, oh my god, look at this. Look at these armoires. I don't have these either. Oh, I need these. Yep. You guys are going to see the ultimate destruction of my game. But yeah, watch out for media fire. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna get off of this site before I start downloading everything because you know I will. All right, moving on, we have Cupcakey's Simberry, and I know that this is mostly cast items and clothing, but Cupcakey actually does have some cool like clutter and things, as you can see, that you can download. She oftentimes participates with the Plum Bob Keep and Garden of Shadows monthly themes, so give her a check out. She's also just like incredible. I mean, do you see how beautiful this stuff is? Oh, it's fine. I'm good. Look at that. Okay, I need to calm down. I'm getting off of her site because I can't handle it. And so I also wanted to show you another section of the Plum Bob Keep. I probably should have showed you this before Cupcakey, but it's fine. Ignore my disorganization. But this is the Sun and Moon Star Factory. I'm linking both of these individually so you don't have to go through all the menus to figure out where to go. But, ugh, this... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm overwhelmed every time I look at the Sun and Moon Star Factory because I think I'm in love with it. Like, if I had to choose between this website and like my husband, okay, no one tell him I said that. But they have so many incredible crafting stations. Recently, they've also uploaded a new one. So there's Barrels of Fun, which is coopering, and the Wooden Wonders, which is log splitting and woodworking. I'm just going to show you the log splitting and woodworking one to show you a bit about what they do, because oh my gosh, I love them so much. So you can actually create things out of wood now, and of course this goes along with like their giving tree mods and stuff where you can fell trees and harvest them for wood, and so you can create all of these planks and beams. And of course we have the woodworking table. We've got the one converted from The Sims 4, and of course you also have your reference tomes, which are really cool. And look at all of the things you can make. Look at that high chair. What is this? Is this an even smaller high chair? Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, I'm good. And look, doors. I love these rounded arched doors. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to show you everything here because I would die. I literally couldn't handle it because I'm obsessed with everything they do. And okay, moving on. Veronka. This is also an incredible place for kitchen clutter and bakery clutter. So they fairly recently, nope, that was 7 years ago? Oh boy. Oh boy. So new to me, they've got this beautiful bakery set. I absolutely recommend checking it out. They also have a ton of other stuff for clutter as well. Here is another one that I am absolutely obsessed with. It's an animated water wheel, and it also shows you how to create this. I haven't actually used this in game yet, but it looks really cool. Like, I've plopped it into my lot and I haven't actually played with it, but oh, it's incredible. And then I also wanted to show you a couple other like default stuff. So here's the pond and seawater overhaul. I use this in my game. I recently downloaded it. At first I was like, I don't need that. That's a lot of work. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Here's a little picture of the water in game on one of your lots as a pond. This is my cathedral set again, and oh, it's so pretty. It really is. Because before it's just like this really ugly, like non-textured blue. So you should definitely get this. The only thing that you need to know about this is that you have to hide a pool tile somewhere on your lot for your water to look like this. Otherwise it'll look like black and not very good. And so I just hide it underneath bushes. I mean, look how pretty this is. Look at it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll calm down. I'm getting too excited. I love custom content so much. And then here is another one, the attic box. I just wanted to show you real quick these beautiful floral tiles. If you've seen my game, you know that I am obsessed with anything floral, and it's nice to have some options for my bathroom as well, aside from wallpaper, because wallpaper in the bathroom, like, that's not the greatest option considering the fact that humidity and wallpaper don't exactly mix. Now, another one that's been around for a long time and is also an absolute classic, Dee's Emporium. Dee also does her Victorian legacy, and that is the legacy that originally introduced me to Victorian gameplay. It changed my life because I have played this way for like 15 years now. Oh, it's wonderful. So Dee is fantastic. She's got some clothing, eyes, hair meshes, lots and objects and skin tones. I want to show you the objects. So she's got some really beautiful edits, and what I really love, of course, are her object defaults. So she has some road defaults. I don't use those, but I think I've used them in the past, and they are quite pretty. Ooh, I need these shopping baskets. Wait, I don't have those? Don't mind me, just downloading things I apparently forgot to download or thought I didn't need. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I need to chill. My game doesn't need this. I mean, it does. I also have a bunch of these toys that she uploaded as well, and I really love these toys because they replace the toy box toys that don't look very historical. There's also this Milner set with these beautiful hats and stuff. I mean, Dee puts so much care into her objects, and I'm obsessed with it. And my favorite thing in the whole game are these default foods. They make watching your sim play, like, create food just absolutely enticing and aesthetic. So she has created defaults for all the food. It's like highly functional and looks incredible as your Sims are making food. You've definitely seen me in my episodes just stop and watch my Sims make food because I create really interesting content, guys. And look at these Cornish pasties and oh, the milk and the cheese and everything. It's fine. So if you don't have these, you need them. That's it. Moral of the story. You absolutely need them. Those can be found under Bon Appetit, food defaults, and kitchen items. Next up, we have the fabulous Fire Flowers Simbler. Fire is a member, of course, of the Plum Bob Keep and the admin and squirrel chaser at the Discord. For some reason, they have this commentary with squirrels that I don't understand, so someone explain to me the squirrels, please. But anyways, the Sims 2 is really limited when it comes to apartment doors, so Fire has made these really beautiful apartment doors. I don't know if I've actually downloaded them yet, but I definitely need to. And then of course we've got these really beautiful tiles, so definitely check out Fire Flower. They've got some really lovely stuff. If you're looking for some Eastern or Asian styled historical stuff, it's not all historical, of course, but there are some really lovely things here. Like we've got this Korean farmhouse, and I think some of these things are just beautiful. I mean, look at that. That's lovely. But here I've also gotten this ornate Chinese set by Adele. I mean, look at that. Oh my god, that's beautiful. So I've mostly used this for some cast stuff because I'm hoping to gear up my little Chinese subhood. Because as you know, in my challenge, we have Lee, who is from China, and I do want to incorporate some more of her family members from China as well. And then of course, this is obviously a little like not beautiful of a site, but here's an index of VitaSim stuff, and okay, like I know it's a little bland to look at, but look at how beautiful these items are. So you're just gonna have to click on all the JPEGs to see things. Oh my god, that's incredible. I don't have that. I don't think that would fit in my game at the moment. But there are some beautiful things. You can click on the JPEGs to look at them and then click on the RARs to download them. Ooh, that's pretty. So anyway, the index for VitaSims, you need it. And then we've got Amethyst Fenix with some really, really beautiful stuff. This looks like things for a little tea shop and bakery. And I don't actually know if I have this. I don't think I do. Don't mind me. There's also a lot of other stuff by them that you need. Like, look at this. That's so pretty. Oh, ooh, that's pretty too. Okay. Ooh, do I have that? I don't think I have that. Delinarial stuff. They've created these really beautiful hope chests. This is Teth in our Discord for any of you who have seen their stuff, but these are just absolutely beautiful. They also create a bunch of like little clutter as well. So they've got some kitchen stuff clutter and just like some random clutter, and I really recommend checking out their stuff. These are beautiful recolors, and I think you can use them to write in your diary as well. So these are really cool. I love to put these like at the end of a bed in my games. And they've also got some really cool stuff here, like these tea sets. I am obsessed with tea sets, especially tea sets that are usable. I use these all the time in my game. There are some also, there are ones that don't have to be placed on counters. So cool. Absolutely cool. And then I also wanted to show off this from pixeldolly.tumblr.com. And so I am really interested. I don't actually have these yet, so I'm going to download them. And these are farm fields that you can see also in your Sims lots. So the regular ones by Maxis disappear when you're actually on a Sims lot. So I think these will create like a really pretty aesthetic, and I plan to update them in the next time I check out my game. Another one is Midge the Tree. You guys are probably familiar with their mods, but they've got some really cool stuff. Like, look at all this beautiful Christmas stuff. I'm definitely interested in downloading some of this. and like some books, and oh, so cool. I think I've downloaded this yoga mat because it's a little hard getting my Sims in The Sims 2 exercise because I don't let them use like modern equipment. So right now they just do a lot of jump roping and jogging. So I think the yoga mat would really help. Actually, I don't know if I have this, so I'm gonna download it. And then another one that you need. You may think you don't need it, you do. You really do. Listen to me. This is Sancta Sanctorum. They have the great sky of totalitarianism. And this, oh my god, this just absolutely changes the way that your house looks. It's, oh my gosh, it's incredible. I, for a long time, thought it was really complicated and that I didn't need it. I was wrong. I tell you I was wrong, and if you think that too, you are also wrong. So this allows your skies to be beautiful and animated. So these clouds, as you can see here, actually move, kind of like you would see clouds move in real life. You place them on your lots. You can find them in miscellaneous here. And you just place them in your lot, like in a corner, and then the little dome disappears in live mode, so you don't have to worry about it. And it makes the ambiance, the aesthetic so incredible. So I'm including this here because it is kind of like build and buy mode, because you find it in build mode, but trust me, just trust me. And then we've also got the great Cheesecake persona. I use this alongside the Great Sky of Totalitarianism, and this is what I use for my skylines. So they've got a bunch of different skylines. The alpine ones are really cool. They remind me of when I lived in Utah. There are some really cool desert ones, beach, Sunset Valley, rural, but what I use are forest mountains because mine, nope. Do I use Green Hills? I use one of these. I think, oh god, I don't actually remember. I use one of these because my town is sort of inspired by the Cotswolds, but also the English Lake District. So definitely check that out. It also really changes the way your game looks. And you place these in your neighborhood view. You don't have to place these on individual lots. And another thing from the Plum Bob Keep that I wanted to show you are these letters. So this isn't like the original one. You're going to have to go to Hogmehuson's Postal system to download the original gameplay. But I haven't even had a chance to use these in my game yet. Oh my god, I need to put these in my game. So we have these beautiful stacks of cards that you can get, and you can like write letters and send them via post to your Sims. It's so cool. So I'll definitely feature that sometime and show you guys because gosh, it's wonderful. And then also I wanted to introduce you to Affinity Sims. So some of these are pretty old, so we have things that were submitted in like 2012, but I really love this. So I use this all the time. It's a laundry tub because we're still waiting on the sun and moon laundry system, but as you can see here, there's like a custom animation, so they will do laundry. How this works is that you have your Sims wash laundry, and they make like 30 simoleons from washing some laundry. So this doesn't actually like wash anything on the lot. Your Sims don't develop dirty clothes or anything like that. But I use this for my Sims who work in the cottage industry as washerwomen. And so it's kind of like they collect laundry from town and do the washing and then get paid for it. So that's how I use that. There's also a ton of other stuff on Affinity Sims that I absolutely love. Let me see if I can find it for you. So there are some animated chickens, farm pigs, animals like that. I don't really use the animals from this website. I use the animals from, ooh, animated penguins. I use the animals from the Plum Bob Keep. You can also do butter churning, and there are some little activity tables that I really love. You can do assignable beds. I use the knitting one pretty often. You've definitely seen that in my game because for some reason Cornelius King likes to knit and is always autonomously knitting. But I think it's really cool. You get like a stack of clothing in your inventory. Definitely just like check everything out because they've got a bunch of really cool stuff. All right, and that is it for today. This is, of course, probably not where I've gotten everything. It's a little hard to figure out where I got everything because I have so much custom content, but I think that this will give you a good base of where to go, and hopefully I introduced you to a couple new places to get your stuff. So thank you so much for watching. I will do another episode at some point on custom content for casts and maybe some other mods as well. So I will see you next time. Bye!